I've only spoken about this publicly once before. For over 20 years, I didn't talk about it at all. Not because I forgot, but because it scared me. One night, a little after midnight, I fell asleep, and I had the most vivid dream of my life. In the dream, I was walking home. I was coming down 57th Avenue toward my block. Everything looked normal, quiet, late night Queens, dim street lights. As I passed the laundromat near the corner, I saw a dark figure step off the curb and cross the street ahead of me. I just kept walking. As I got closer to my block, I saw him again. He was tall, broad shoulders, wearing all black, a long trench coat, and a wide, rounded hat. He was walking in the street beside the parked cars, dragging his hand slowly across them. He stopped, and I knew he was looking at me. I glanced over. There was no face, just darkness. I turned onto my block. My house was the first one on the right. When I reached the front gate, I looked back. He was standing at the corner, still, facing me. My hand started shaking. I fumbled with my keys. I looked back again. He was running, full force, straight at me. I rushed up the steps. Just as he reached the gate, I dropped my keys, and I woke up. I woke up yelling, soaked in sweat. It was around 1:30 a.m. I never went back to sleep. The next morning at work, I ran into a friend who lived in the apartment directly below me. I'll call her Jessica. She asked what was wrong. We went for coffee. I told her the dream. As I described the hat, the coat, the empty face, she turned pale. She dropped the coffee. She said she had the same dream, the same night, around 1:30 a.m. The only difference was the corner he stood on. Everything else was identical. The hat, the coat, no face, the slow walk, the sudden run. He reached her gate just as she reached the steps, and she woke up screaming. We never talked about it again. Back then, I have never heard of the Hat Man. I didn't even know there was a name for what we saw. I didn't speak about it for over 20 years. Not because I forgot, but because I was afraid that talking about it might invite him back.